Man, this is legit crazy and good at the same time. Let me explain why. So what I seen earlier today, before I just went to the gym, I just got back. I seen, and the second I seen this posted on social media, I screenshotted it, and then I went to my notes, and then I put in the title that I was going to make for this video. It was a bit shocking when I seen it, because who does that? But this 21-year-old female, great looking female, I cannot lie, great looking female, but it's a female you would never take seriously. Never. She made a caption, "I have to confess, I am a narcissist." Point blank period. That's what she said. And when I seen that, I was like, wow, that's crazy. This is crazy. Who does that? And people are okay with that. People don't care. Which is nuts. She was getting support in the comment section. No one was really saying much about it. People just kind of ignored the fact that she just called herself a narcissist. Didn't care. You know, that's the world we're living in right now. This is what the world is coming to. And it's nuts. And let me explain. It's a good thing in a way, because at least she's honest. That's respectable. She put herself out there. She told the truth about who she is. That's way more respectable than getting narked by someone that pretends to be all sweet and caring and stuff and then turns chameleon on your ass when shit hits the fan. When she wants to. At least she put herself out there. At least she called herself a narc. Hey, respect to that at least. Now we know who you are. Now we know what not to do and maybe what we could do. So you definitely look at that person a little bit differently after that. And you guys know what these narcs are. This is a person that is super in denial about who they actually are. They have to act a certain way. They have to be a certain way. They can't just be their self. The reason why narcissists are narcissists is because they cannot be their self. They can't. They have to act a certain way to please everybody else. They have to be something that they're not. They have to put on this cringe image. And it's exactly what it is. It's cringe as fuck. You can be the best looking person in the world. You could be the worst looking person in the world. The image of a narc is just embarrassing. It's an embarrassment. They act how they want. They just, I can do what I want. And it's just nothing to them. They really don't care. They really do not give a shit. They will do that. They will be that person. And it's nuts. That's the last thing I would want to be with. Looks to me in a relationship definitely matters, definitely plays a part. And this individual, I would never give a chance. Never. And I'm not gonna lie, she's a super good looking female. She's from the States. She's from Florida. And I would never give somebody like that a chance. You categorize somebody like that, you see them in a certain way, and you would never take somebody like that seriously. There's no way. Unless you're an idiot. There's guys out there that will take anything. And I mean anything. There's some people that tell me I have high standards. And I can't disagree. But I would literally rather have nothing than what I know I deserve. And I will get what I deserve. The same as all of you. You have to have standards. You can't accept bullshit into your life. You can't accept something like that in your life. From a looks point of view, this girl would definitely be good enough. From a looks side of things. But that's not going to cut it. Looks only play a factor. Just like everything else. Everything plays a factor. Looks happens to be one of them. You have to be physically attracted to the person you're with. Otherwise, it definitely is not going to work. You're not going to have a good time in the bedroom. You're not going to have a good time, in that kind of a way. So how could you, it's just not going to work. Those things, that's a pretty big thing. You go to bed with somebody every night. You lay your head down by somebody every night. You have to be physically attracted to them or you're not even going to want to be there. So that's why it plays a factor. Men also care about their reputation. It's just a natural thing for a man. He cares about his reputation. I care about my reputation. I'm not going to walk around with some thought and be like, hey guys. They're all just like, that is embarrassing. That is why men don't want to wife someone that has a promiscuous past. That's why men don't want to wife up narcs if they know she's a narc. Sometimes you don't know. At least this female is being honest. It's respectable at the least. But you can never wife up a chick like that. Never. Their personalities absolutely suck. Not only do they suck, they don't have a personality. They don't have charisma. They don't have those things. This girl might be good looking. That's about it. Her attitude would suck. You can just tell. You can tell by the pictures. You can tell by who she is, how she carries herself, always doing like just stupid things. And you can tell. And it ain't no joke. That's actually who she is. That's actually what she does. And it was just surprising to see that. She's got a bit of a following. Not overly famous, but not too low. In between. And obviously I'm not going to say who it is, but I screenshotted it. It's right there on social media. She literally said the words, I confess, I am a narcissist. That was it. That was the caption. I was like, damn. At least she's honest. Hey, good for you. You're a narcissist. We know who you are. Thank God. No beating around the bush there. And unfortunately, I know there's thirsty men in this world that would take up this female. And that's a shame. Shame on you. You support the devil. That's exactly what you do. You support the devil. You want to support a narcissist. You want to be with a person like that stuck in their ways. Let them screw you over. Stay with them. Just to get a little bit of something that you might want. That might be appealing to you. It's not worth it, guys. It's not worth it. That's why I wouldn't do it. That's why a lot of you guys wouldn't do it. It's just not worth it. Could she give you something that you might like that might make you feel good? We all know. We all know the answer. Most likely, yeah. But guess what? It's not worth it. There was many chicks that I've turned down that was similar. And they didn't say they're a narcissist, but guess what? I knew that. I knew they weren't all there in the head. And I knew you're not my type. No way. No way in hell. You are the least undeserving person for me to take you on. No way. It's going to take something completely different than that. It's going to take a lot. Because I ain't messing around. I ain't just picking flowers over here. I'm not just Like, my standards are definitely high. And I don't even see it really that way. Other people do. I do in a sense. It just goes to show how many messed up people there are in this world, if I'm being completely honest. Because the standards I have should be the norm. Oh, that's a very good girl, bro. You think you're gonna get her? Yes, I do. We'll wait and see. Time's gonna tell. Yes, I do. The reason why those people say that is because they know for a fact they couldn't. So they question me, but I'm not you. We will see with time. Won't we? Yes, we will. I'm very patient. I am not making mistakes here. The person you have in your life is very important, bro. It's better to be by yourself than to have someone that's going to come in, and this goes for guy and girl. It's better to be by yourself than have somebody that's going to come in that's going to make you go into debt or spend money on unwanted spending on her. And a whole bunch of things that's just not going to benefit you. It's going to benefit her a whole lot, but it's not going to benefit you, like, at all. She might do the littlest shit, and she's unappreciative. Like, no way. You got to be cheap to a certain extent. You got to be cheap. You got to be strict. It's just how it is. And for the ladies, if you want a good man, this is how it's going to be. This is how it's going to be. And for the men, you are an idiot if you just taken a girl and spent a whole lot of money on her. Usually the guys like this are the ones that have to do this to have this girl in the first place. Because if they stopped, she's gone. The reason she's even there is because you're spending on her. You're buying this girl. That's not love. That's not a genuine connection at all. That's bullshit. And unfortunately, there are a lot of females today doing that to a lot of guys. I never had that shit done to me in my life. I'm way too cheap for that, bro. I'm telling you guys, I'm way too cheap for that. For me to spend that kind of money on any human being, maybe besides a very close family member, man, I would feel like I'm getting robbed. Literally, like, me spending this kind of money on you? What the F are you doing for me to give you this much? What? No, I'm not stupid, bro. And you guys shouldn't be either. I'm not an idiot. Like, are you kidding me? You think the little you give me and I'm going to give you all this and do all these things for you and take you here and take you there and do this and do that. No. What? How is this fair? It's not. But for the guys that go ahead and do these things are the most brain-dead fools on the face of this planet. I know a guy that took on these girls and everyone's like, wow, like, how did he get her and all this stuff? It didn't last. He was with her for probably a couple of years. They lived together and everything. He spent a hell of a lot of money on her. He bought her tattoos. She got almost full body tattoos. He bought her a lot of things. She took money from that man. She used that man. And guess what? She is not with that man no more. This is what the fuck happens when you date a narc. And I know the female who dated this guy. I knew them both. I went to school with them both. Not only did I know this girl, I know her other two sisters as well. And they're both, the other two are crazy. And guess what? I dated one of those girls. I didn't know at the time that they were all crazy. But it's pretty obvious at this point. And I dated the youngest sister, which was 2 years younger than me, for a year. And, you know, She's a pretty sweet girl, but she got issues for sure. I didn't spend money on her. I didn't do any of those things. I didn't waste money. I spent $0 and 0 cents on this girl. It wasn't like that. We just dated. We were together for a bit. I ain't finna get used, bro. It ain't gonna happen. Like, who the fuck are you? For me to be doing this for you. Who are you? You're not my wife. We are not that close. We are not that serious. What is going on here? That's why you have high standards. I have no problem spending money on a female. But not a type like I'm trying to explain here. No way. And you will know who you're dealing with. You need someone that's going to like you for who you actually are. A genuine connection. I have no problem. Like, if I truly feel that we have that type of connection, I will probably overly spend on you. That's the thing. I'm going to do nothing for you if I know for a fact it's not that way. Or let's say if I do, and then I stop doing it, and then you're kind of gone, it's like you understand what's going on. Like, no. I might have spent $5 in my life on a female. In my entire life, besides my mom. Literally. I'm not joking. I might have bought one girl one drink before. One time. One single time. And had a good night. So, I don't buy drinks for free. We had a good night. We had a good fucking night. I refuse to be used. Repeat after me, please. I refuse to be used. Ain't gonna happen. Because who are you? Nothing. Absolutely nothing. That's who you are. That's what a narcissist is. That's what these individuals are. Nothing. They want to be something that they're not. They want to be better than they actually are. Because they refuse to put in the work. They refuse to actually put in work to become what they actually want to be. That's what they are. They want to buy their way to wherever they're going. They want to use their way to wherever they're going. And this female that I was just explaining, that used this guy and dipped, she did this to multiple men. Because I know who it is. Do I say names? Absolutely not. I know who it is. And she's done this to multiple men. Got so much money. Benefited so much. And guess what? Her father happened to leave her at a young age. That's why she did all this stuff. Because daddy never taught her right, because daddy didn't give an F. Daddy left. He wasn't there. That's what creates these demons. I'm not saying every single time. A lot of the time it does. Demons in hell. They don't care. They have no remorse. They will use you, abuse you, use you up, and just dip. And they're gone to someone else who has a bunch of fuel because they just took everything from you, put you in debt, cost you thousands and thousands and thousands, if not hundreds of thousands of dollars. And you're screwed. Now you're in a fiery pit of hell. That shit would never happen to me, but if it did, which it never will, because I ain't that stupid, I'd probably go to jail. I'd probably go to jail. I'm keeping it 100% with you guys. There's certain people you don't mess with in the world. You don't mess with me, bro. And you know what? No matter what, it would never happen. So for me to say that is just irrelevant, to be honest. Because I wouldn't put myself in a position that would make me that mad for those things to happen. Like, those things would not happen ever, because I would never put myself in that position to do those things. Could never happen. That's the thing. But if it did, it would be very bad. It would be very, very bad. I would refuse to let that go. That's like being robbed hundreds of thousands of dollars. And you better watch out who you're robbing hundreds of thousands of dollars from. Someone took little, not little, but little enough from me. I got them back twice as bad. And they thought twice before ever doing that again. Because I'm going to hold you accountable. I'm going to teach you a lesson. Does this make me the bad guy? No, I'm going to teach you a lesson. You're just lucky we're not living in the olden days where we're riding horses, cutting heads off with swords. Because that's exactly what would happen. That is the animal instinct in a man. That is masculinity. It is competitiveness. You don't do that. Men and women are not the same. Women might not think like me. Some probably do. But a lot of them probably don't. But, you know, I don't take shit from nobody. That's who I am. It's who I've always been my whole life. I'll never do somebody wrong first, but if you want to go there, it's on. You better watch yourself. There are certain people you do not mess with in this world. Even I know this. Even you guys know this. Everybody knows this, but unfortunately, some people cross those lines. Sometimes it ends up not so well. Sometimes they get away with it. But they'll never fully get away with it because karma's gonna come back to them some way, somehow. And that's the beautiful thing. So anyways, guys, before we wrap this video topic up, just once again, back to what we were saying at the first. That situation on social media, that was actually crazy. At the same time, pretty respectable of her to admit something like that. Because she knows too. She's good looking enough that a lot of people will not even care. She knows she can have her way. She can do whatever she wants. Not with every single person, but she can have her way still with a bunch of morons. Morons. That's what she can do. She knows that she don't care. But for the higher value, higher status guys, they'll never deal with her. Never. She's on her own. She might make massive mistakes, which I guarantee she will. She's very young. You know? It is what it is. But when you see stuff like that, man, you believe that. You better believe that. And never, ever, ever skip the red flags. I don't care what you're going to be gifted with. You don't ignore those red flags. If somebody is honest with you about who they are, you believe them. If somebody were to say something like that, it's very believable. Who in the hell would say that and be like, oh no, I'm an empath? No, you're a narc. You just said it. It's definitely true. And that's just what it is. So, another topic down. I had to make a video on this. There's no way in heck that I was not making a video about this. I had to do it. And honestly, it's a good thing. It's a good thing that she did that. It's not a bad thing. Some people would see that and be like, oh, that's bad. It's actually good. Because she's telling the truth. It's respectable. You're a narc, you told the truth, congratulations. Awesome. We know who you are. That's respectable. What's not respectable is lying, cheating, stealing, manipulating. At least she's being honest. So, we know who it is. We carry on. And that's it.